Hello, learners. I'm Cynthia Mwam, your science facilitator. Last week, we learned about 11 life processes in 11 things, and I gave you an assignment. Now, these are the possible answers. I hope you did it. You all did it. Well done. Now, let's look at the possible answers on our board. 2 life processes in 11 things are respiration, movements, sensitivity, nutrition, excretion. Respiration, movements, sensitivity, nutrition, and excretion. Now, any 2 of them are correct. Let's go to the second question. The answers are 2 life activities that respiration helps us to perform. 2 life activities that respiration helps us to perform are play, read, dance, walk, work. Play, read, dance, walk, work. Any 2 of them are correct. Well done, learners. Today, our topic is sensitivity to the environment. Sensitivity to the environment. Before we start the lesson, let's look at our objective for today. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to explain sensitivity. Explain sensitivity. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to explain sensitivity. So this is our objective. By the end of the lesson, learners, you should be able to explain what sensitivity is. Now let's start. Introduction. This is the beginning. Plants and animals react to changes in the environment. Plants and animals react to changes in the environment. The changes in the environment include lights, warmness, and water. So lights, warmness, and water. So we respond to lights when we are asleep. When you sleep and you put off your lights, and immediately somebody comes and then switch it on, you respond. You see that you can't see well. So this is how light is a factor. Now let's look at warmness. When there is hotness in your room, you start sweating, and it shows the response of your body. So warmness or when you touch something which is very hot without knowing it, you respond immediately. You remove your hand. So warmness and water. When it rains, you run quickly to a safe place. When a goat feels raining, when it is raining, and a goat is running in it, the goat feels it, so it will move to a safer place. So light, warmness, and water are the factors that helps us to do what? Respond to stimuli. Now let's go to sensitivity. Sensitivity is the ability of a living thing. Sensitivity is the ability of a living thing to respond to changes in the environment. To respond to changes in the environment. And these are the changes that we have said. Animals respond faster to changes in the environment. Animals respond faster to changes in the environment than plants. Now, when you touch a hotter saucepan, you quickly remove your hand. Unlike plants, when you burn a plant, you see that the next day, you see the leaves becoming brown. That is the fastness of what human beings responding to stimuli. Animals respond faster to changes in the environment than plants. This is done by the use of senses. By the use of what? Senses. Let's look at human senses. Animals have 5 sense organs that help them to respond to stimuli. And these sense organs are eye, ear, skin, tongue, and nose. So we have got 5 sense organs: eye, ear, skin, tongue, and nose. We are coming to look at the structure of these sense organs on our screen. Learners, this is the human eye. Human eye. Let's look at the structure of the human eye. We have the eyebrow. This is the eyebrow. They are hairs. We have the eyelid. The eyelid. Now this is like our saucepan we use in our various houses. We use it to close and then opens. And it does the same work. The eye do the same work. The eyelid do the same work as the lid of the saucepan. We have eyelashes, and they are also hairs. They are hairs, eyelashes. We have top and down. They also help materials from entering the eye. We have the eyeball. Look at the eyeball. It's like an egg. We have the whitish area and the brown. Now, if you look carefully to the eye, you will see that there's a small blackish in the eye. This helps us to what? See. At the back of the eye, we have the retina. and it helps us to see. So this is the human eye. The human eye is for what? Seeing. Say it, seeing. The eye is for seeing. Let's look at another sense organ. Another human sense organ. Let's look at it. Human ear. Human ear. Let's look at it. We have two ears, one at the right and one at the left. This is called pinna. Pinna. The pinna collects the sounds from the environment and directs it inside our ear. So this is pinna. We shouldn't put objects in our ear. We shouldn't put brooms, sticks, papers in our ear. If you do that, you will injure your ear. So this is the ear. The ear is for hearing. Learners, hearing. The sense organ for hearing is the ear. Let's look at another sense organ. We have the skin. Skin. Now the skin is the largest sense organ of the human body. So the skin, if you look at the human body, you see that all over we have the skin. Let's look at this. This is the structure of the human skin. And the skin is for feeling. Feeling. If you touch a hot object, it's the skin that does that. So this is our skin. We have some small holes in them. So if you don't bath, these small holes closes. They close. The small holes close. And you get what? Skin diseases. So children, make sure you bath 2 times a day, in the morning and in the evening. Use soap, clean water, sponge, and towel to bath. So this is the human skin. Let's go to another sense organ. Learners, we have got tongue. Human beings have got tongue. And it is for tasting. The tongue is for tasting. Now let's look at the human tongue. Human tongue. We have small spots on our tongue that helps us to taste whether the material is salty, sweet, sour, or bitter. The small spots on our skin, on our tongue, called buds, helps us to do what? To taste. They are called taste bud. Say it, taste bud. So this is the human tongue. Now, how can we care for our tongue? We have to brush our teeth. In brushing the teeth, we have to brush our tongue. A clean tongue is reddish in color. Now, when your tongue is dirty, you see whitish objects on it. So I encourage you to brush your teeth, your tongue, in the morning and in the evening. This is the tongue. And the tongue is for what? Tasting. Say it. Tasting. Let's look at another human sense organ. Nose. Nose. Human nose. Human nose. We have 2 holes in the human nose. And the nose helps us to do what? Smell things, whether sweet or bad. So this is the human nose. The human nose is cartilage. It's like a cartilage object. So this is the human nose. Now, children, we shouldn't put things in our nose. Don't put papers, anything in our nose. Now, how can we care for our nose? When you bath, use your towel to clean your nose. Clean your nostril. So this is the nose, sense organ for smelling. So the sense organ for smelling, whether sweet or bad, we use our nose to smell. Let's go to our screen. Let's go to our board. Now, functions of the sense organ. Now, from our screen, we saw that the tongue is for what? Tasting. For tasting. Say it. For tasting. Tongue for tasting. Ear for hearing. Ear for hearing. Eye for seeing. Eye for seeing. Nose for smelling. Nose for smelling. Skin for feeling. So we use our skin to feel objects. So the tongue is for tasting. The ear for hearing. The eye for seeing. And the nose for smelling. Skin for feeling. So these are our sense organs and their functions. Now, before we go to our summary, let's look at what we have taught. Let's look at what we have learned on our screen. The introduction. Plants and animals react to changes in the environment. The changes in the environment include light, warmness, and water. Sensitivity is the ability of a living thing to respond to changes in the environment. Sensitivity is the ability of a living thing to respond to changes in the environment. Animals respond faster to changes in the environment than plants. This is done by the use of senses. And what are the senses? Let's go back. Animals have 5 sense organs that help them to respond to stimuli. These are eye, ear, skin, tongue, and nose. Now, what are the functions of the sense organs? Functions of the sense organs. You take them one after the other. Tongue for tasting. Ear for hearing. Eye for seeing, nose for smelling, skin for feeling. Learners, you have done very, very well. I hope you are jotting something down. Now let's go to our summary for today. Summary. Plants and animals react to changes in the environment. Plants and animals react to changes in the environment. The changes in the environment include warmness, lights, and water. Animals respond to changes in the environment faster than plants because of the use of the sense organs. These sense organs are the tongue for tasting, the ear for hearing, the eye for seeing, the nose for smelling, the skin for feeling. Well done, learners. Before we go, let's look at our assignment for today. And this is our assignment. 1. How many sense organs do we have? How many sense organs do we have? 2. State the functions of any 4 sense organs. State the functions of any 4 sense organs. And we have sense organs here. Eye, nose, ear, and skin. Well done, learners. Now, this is the end of our lesson. Bye-bye.